Great, so here we are, moving into the weekend. Live stream number 2. I'm going to try it again. So, question is, how did I get here? This is one of those channels for all people, all things sales. Those that sat there at the end of the quarter and go, how did we get here? Because I thought we had all this business, or how did we get here? Where did all this business come from? Right? Too often we get stuck in that. And I think one of the reasons we get stuck in is maybe we're not reading the tarot cards correctly, right? We're guessing at too much stuff. Too often our feelings come into play, and when our feelings come into play, we often get into trouble, don't we? So I really want to talk about a couple little things today is keep the emotions out of it, right? When you overthink stuff, right, your emotions get in the way and it stops you from selling. I've always believed there's two people in sales. There's the emotional person and then there's the intellectual person. The emotional person is doing the buying, the intellectual person is doing the selling. So if you're emotional, right, if you walk out of a sales call and go, oh, I should have asked this question, you got emotional, right? And that's okay. We all get emotional over different things, but what you got to figure out is what caused the emotion, what got you there. And you see, too often we get those emotions and we put those in our sales funnel and we have a hope that they're going to close, as opposed to, do we have the facts? So good salespeople find out the real facts before they put it in the funnel. That means you got to be a little skeptical. That means you got to ask a lot of questions. That means you can't believe everything you hear. And first of and foremost, you can't believe is your emotions. Because when your emotions say they want it, that's when trouble happens. So I really want you to think about that, is what's causing you to get emotional. There's a lot of different things that cause you to get emotional. Heck, it could be just bad month. A customer just blew up and you thought, what happened to this customer? So when you find out what triggers your emotion and you stop, right? If you're in front of a salesperson or prospect, you stop and really ask, is that really what's going on? So you got to ask intellectual questions. And when you walk out of a meeting and you got emotional, all I want you to do is go back in that meeting or get the phone on, call somebody on the phone and say, hey, look, I didn't ask the right question. But build up your gut system, because if you truly are on a peer-to-peer system, you should be able to call a customer back and say, I messed up. I didn't ask this question. So tip for this weekend, get your emotions out of sales and keep your intellect going. Not always easy to do. Only way it gets easy is if you're financially independent and do not need this business. So, little tip before the end of the weekend. Happy Sandler, and we'll see you next time.